Ah, you came back for part 2. That's good to see. Yes, it's me, Ghost Critic, with the second part of my 52 pickup, the DC relaunch of all their new number ones. And this second half, very strange. Not many of them I have picked up or want to pick up, to be fair. I've got to say, of the next 26, I'm looking at 2. Maybe 3 actually, but let's go straight on with it. We've got Green Arrow, JT Krill still on the title. Now yes, I really did love the recent relaunch or reintroduction of a Green Arrow title in the DC universe, but I'm not going to be picking it up again, unfortunately. You know, I can only collect so many, and I've been quite strict with myself in what I'm going to pick up. Maybe down the line I might go, oh, I think I might want to read that, and I'll go back and pick up the back issues, but at the moment it's a no. Then we've got DC Universe. This is Paul Jenkins and Bernard Chang on artwork. I think this is a kind of encapsulated one story, and it'll change characters every issue. I'm not interested, even with that dead man on the front cover, no. Savage Hawkman with Tony Daniel and Philip Tan on art. No, wasn't impressed with him when I was reading Brightest Day, so won't be picking that up. Blue Beetle, Tony Bedard and Giara on art. No, not picking it up. Fury of Firestorm, while you've got Gail Simone's name attached to this, again, another character from Brightest Day that really didn't perk my interest up at all, so no. Mr. Terrific, Eric Wallace, yes, one of the JSA gets his own title, but I'm still not going to pick it up. Captain Atom, JT Krill again writing this, and not interested. OMAC, we've got Dan Dido and Giffen creative team on this. No, I'm not going to be picking it up. Static Shock, Felicia Henderson writing this. Nice to see another lady's name, but no, won't be picking this up. Hawk and Dove by Sterling Gates and Rob Liefeld. The Dove part, she was really fun and used, you know, to full effect in Brightest Day and, of course, in Birds of Prey. But no, won't be picking that up. We have Deathstroke, written by Carl Higgins again, the guy who's writing the current Gates of Gotham mini-series. No, not interested. Couple of Legion titles, Legion of Superheroes by Levitz and Portela, and Legion Lost by Fabian Nietzsche and Pete Woods. No, won't be picking them up. Now a bunch that I don't know anything about. Grifter by Nathan Edmondson. Oh, I don't know who this character is. No. Voodoo by Ron Mars and Basri on art. Looked at them, no, not interested, no. Then we get Stormwatch, which was originally a Wildstorm imprint from that DC's publishing side, brother, little sister, whatever you want to call it, coming into the DC universe. It's got Martian Manhunter in it as well, but no, not interested. And then, finally, something I'm going to pick up, and I'm really quite excited about. It's Animal Man. Yes, Animal Man coming back to the DC Universe. Jeff Lemire is writing it. He of Sweet Tooth, which is just an amazing title. I'm just gutted that I'm only collecting that in trades. But yes, very excited about this. If you've had a chance to look at the artwork that they've brought out so far, that cover just looks fantastic. It's probably my favourite cover that they've thrown out at us. So definitely a pickup. This is on the line. It's Swamp Thing. Now Snyder's writing it. Paquette is doing the artwork, and I've heard Francesco Francavilla might be on this as well, which should really sell me. But it is on the line whether I'll pick this up or not. Just for pure numbers of titles I'm picking up. One I am definitely excited for is Justice League Dark. Oh my god. This is Peter Milligan and Mikael, I think it's Janin on artwork. And oh, it's It's got Madame Xanadu in it. Fortunately, it's got Zatanna in it because she's not got her own title anymore once this revamp starts. It's got Deadman in it. So, and John Constantine. How great is this title going to be? Very much looking forward to that. And then this last lot, a very strange bunch. I mean, we are veering now into the kind of the dark side of DC, the magical side, the supernatural side. So I'm just going to run these off. I'm not collecting any of them. I'm not going to pick any of them up, but we've got Demon Knights by Paul Cornell, Frankenstein Agent of Shade by Jeff Lemire, Resurrection Man by Dan Abnett, I, Vampire by Joss Flalkov. I think DC is just kind of jumping on the whole vampire wagon at the moment. Black Hawks by Mike Costa, Sergeant Rock and the Men of War by Ivan Brandon, and finally All-Star Westerns by Jimmy Palmiotti. They're a weird bunch of titles, you've got to admit. I think I can honestly say I think this is going to be very difficult for DC because a lot of titles are going to get overlooked purely because you've got your big names, you've got your Superman, you've got your Batman, your Green Lantern, you've got your Batgirl. These are titles and such and all the rest. They are going to sell really well and they will continue, and believe it or not, I swear to God, once this all dies down, once they've renumbered it all back to 1, I'm telling you, they will go back to their original numbering, whether it makes a difference or not. You will see an Action Comics issue 1000, without a doubt. I think we all know this is going to happen. It's just ridiculous for them to even think about not doing it. But these smaller titles, like Animal Man, Swamp Thing, these very strange ones like Frankenstein Agent of Shade, The Resurrection Man, I, Vampire, I don't honestly think these are going to do very well. They may be great, they may be critically acclaimed, but if the sales aren't there, DC will cut them. This is all about getting people, getting back into DC, but people are only going to go back into the characters that they know about. And if you're talking about new readers, they're not going to know who Resurrection Man is, they're not going to know who Sergeant Rock is, and I very much doubt they will want to, given that there are recognisable characters such as Batman, such as Superman, and their ilk, Wonder Woman and Green Lantern. They're going to go for those titles, which is fine. Those titles were always going to exist. They have their current numbers of readers anyway. They're not going anywhere. So I am worried about the smaller titles that may get fewer sales and will end up being cancelled. Again, it's been said, DC haven't actually claimed that all these are ongoing titles. They may be just mini-series, they may be maxi-series, they're not all necessarily ongoing anyway, so this is a point we still don't know. There are 2 omissions from this 52 that I'm a bit concerned about. 1, Zombie. Now, given that they held back Batwoman for so long, knowing that they were going to do this relaunch, why did they not do this with Zombie? It's a title that fits very well into this latter list of like the dark supernatural stuff, and it's not reliant on the Cape and Tights Brigade, and it would have been great. And it's not there in September. It's not there. And I'm very disappointed because it's a great little title. I don't know what the sales have been like, but I know everyone who has read it has thought it was really, really good. Another one, surprisingly, given that one of the characters from it has his own title now, Mr. Terrific, JSA is nowhere to be seen. It was getting so good again as well. Maybe it is the whole idea that DC want young, fresh characters and that are not so bonded in with the continuity, the history part that DC seems to be like getting away from. I think that's their thought on this, but still it's a sad day to see a JSA title gone. And that is it. And as I said in the previous one, tell me what you think. What are you picking up? What are you disappointed with? Are you happy with the creative teams? Are you not going to pick any of them up? I seriously don't believe that. As I said, comment, rate, do me a video response, tell me what you're picking up, give me your opinions. I'll try and reply to everyone, I always do. And that is me out for my 52 pickup of the DC relaunch. Hope you enjoyed it, and come back again. If you're not already subscribed, hit that button. Bye.